The Grand Tetons, one of the most breathtaking mountain ranges in the American West. Especially cool to see from the back of a horse at Red Rock Ranch.
Well, what do you think it is that makes Red Rock a special place for people to come?
Location.
It's not bad to wake up to.
While it is amazing to see the Tetons horseback, the fact is, any direction you look from this picturesque hideaway is pretty spectacular.
We went on a family ride today, and we went just the most beautiful route, and there was so much wildlife and beautiful flowers, and it was just magical.
Here about an hour outside Jackson, Wyoming, this unspoiled land looks much the same as it did when the Shoshone Indians rode here. The first homesteaders arrived in the 1890s, soon bought out by a cattle rancher who built the original rustic main lodge in the 1920s. But by the 1970s, the isolated ranch had fallen into disrepair, just as the Chicago family was looking for a summer getaway out west.
My dad read about Red Rock Ranch being for sale in the Wall Street Journal, and he purchased this ranch with the vision of creating a guest ranch.
David and Deborah McKenzie did just that and welcomed their first guests in 1976. There's much more to that story.
So that's really what allowed him to purchase it, because of preserving the land,
which you can read in this beautiful book. And today the McKenzie's daughter Carolyn, husband Harley, and their 4 sons carry on this wonderful family legacy, much to the delight of their guests.
It's beyond expectations. There are no rough edges here. Everything works beautifully, and the ranch is beautiful, and the staff is phenomenal. It's just been an exceptional experience.
We've had the best time.
And at the center of it all are the horses.
You guys want to hold your reins like you're holding a coffee mug?
After a little Horseback 101 from head wrangler Meredith.
If you keep pulling, they're going to go backwards. So if you're going backwards, put your hand forward.
First time sitting on a horse ever?
Yes.
Wow. We're off on our first ride of the week. Many guests come here with little riding experience, but if you want, you won't go home that way.
Carolyn and Harley, they love the horses, and they love to see people develop in their horsemanship, elevate their horsemanship skills, and give them plenty of opportunity to do that.
Our first ride is a relaxing adventure, a chance to get acquainted with our horses, each other, in this magnificent neighborhood.
Okay.
It's beautiful and wild. The neighbors include antelope, and we spot the first of many we'll come across on our very first ride. Pretty cool.
Come on, Leo.
Back at the barn, Harley, a former professional polo player and lifelong horseman, is getting acquainted with some new additions to the Red Rock horse herd.
Yeah, we like to put them in the Wranglers first and then move on to the guest string, make sure they're bomb-proof.
The ranch keeps more than 60 horses in the string, my favorite kind, well-trained. And after spending the day taking good care of guests of all ages and abilities, they make a great photo op heading out to their overnight pasture. It's another day, and we're heading for the high country. Splashing through Crystal Creek on the half-day ride.
When I was little, my favorite movie was The Man from Snowy River. It made me feel like I was in the movie.
Alrighty, we're heading up. There'll be some cool views today.
The Tetons are on the other side of the mountain we're climbing up.
Up and away.
Glad the horses are doing the hiking, and we stop now and then to give them a breather. Finally, we're on top, and there they are, the Tetons.
Pretty cool view up here, though.
Very cool.
We head down from the overlook, and along the way, a strange cloud of yellow pollen floats overhead. Nothing threatening, just an unusual thing to see. Time for lunch, which we enjoy along the picturesque stream. When suddenly, a change in the weather.
I'm more worried about stuff like lightning, although the wind definitely makes them spooky.
As powerful winds churn the towering trees. We mount up to head back to the ranch. Looks like our ride will be cut short. But as quickly as it arrived,
The ranch is right down here.
the storm passes.
I'm not seeing anything that's super concerning because that's looking like it's moving
we ride on. A very good decision. Or we'd never have seen this. Looking at the Tetons never gets old.
Perfect.
Trail riding is wonderful, especially in this postcard. But there are other horseback opportunities during the week.
Yeah, like that.
Nice.
Like vaulting.
I think it's just a great way for them to have fun. It keeps it interesting. It's not riding head to tail on a trail. They're allowed to do gymnastics on a moving horse. It builds balance so that next time they get on their own horse, they have to steer. They've already done a kneel, on another horse, so they're much more confident and comfortable in a saddle.
That was fun.
Point those toes. Perfect.
The kids are loving it. They'll practice tonight, then show Mom and Dad what they learned during another performance later in the week. Meantime, parents get the chance to have their own fun horseback in the Top Hand program. Riding in drill team exercises like pass-through and the pinwheel. Not easy, especially for new riders.
These maneuvers are tough, but what's important is you start realizing all this communication.
It's all about sharpening our riding skills as we learn how to effectively communicate with our horses.
It gives you something to concentrate on, and by following their direction, you can end up doing something you've never done before.
If you say it's good, then I'm...
Yeah, no, you look great.
Later, we'll take our trusty mounts over some obstacles
She's asking, and now she releases.
and learn how to back them up.
Now, make him go faster.
Harley and Carolyn, lifelong equestrians, are great teachers and love sharing what they know.
We just try to hand over some of those principles so that when they go home and if they choose to ride again, they'll have something to work with. Or if they never ride again, they'll still have that experience, which is a wonderful thing when you think about it, because not everybody can have this opportunity, especially in a very scenic place like this.
I'd say it's actually my favorite thing I've done so far.
I love it.
And they're making some converts.
We want to start riding when we get home.
It's fun to get out and learn what it is that makes them go.
Parents can focus on their horsemanship because their safely supervised kids are off having their own fun, playing foosball, running some crazy relay races, and trying to grab a donut on a string. Everyone will sleep good tonight. Sun up, and we're all together again.
That's awesome.
On the breakfast ride, a fun way to start the day as families saddle up and ride out on a beautiful trail to a picturesque picnic site where we'll enjoy a hearty morning meal of fresh fruit, hot pancakes, and more. Good stuff. And this is one place where it's actually okay for kids to play with their food. With the pancake toss. Then we're back in the saddle for an extended ride back to the barn on a trail through Red Rock's incredible backyard.
I'm great. Beautiful weather, beautiful views, food's great.
My 6-year-old, she loves it. Learned to love horses, and this place is everything it's supposed to be.
We're going to go down. When we go down, we want to lean back, okay? You got it? Okay.
Right through the ranch flows the aptly named Crystal Creek. As great as the riding is, Red Rock is also home to some amazing fly fishing. No crowds here.
Awesome job.
More than 2 miles of the creek flow through the ranch's private property.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's like having the planet to yourself.
I mean, just look at it. It's like no one else is out here, just us, river, mountains, and fish.
This fly fishing paradise is also a great place for rookies to give it a try.
So 10, 2.
As we start the week with some basic training. Then after a little good-natured practice, we head for the trout pond.
There you go.
No luck this morning, but like everything else,
First time ever fly fishing.
it's beautiful.
What is that cow doing?
We're horseback again for yet another new experience.
Yeah!
Team sorting. A chance to use the skills we learned in Top Hand to chase cows.
Perfect. There it is.
Working in teams in the big arena, riders had 4 minutes to cut cows out of a herd one at a time, then drive each animal down to the other end of the arena.
Perfect. And now coming behind them. Yes, that's exactly what you want. Yeah.
Fun stuff, and a great way to, again, sharpen your riding skills.
What's for dinner?
Yes, sir. We got pork ribs, brisket, chicken breast, and smoked sausage.
This busy week is fueled by great food, including outdoor barbecues, and one evening, a special gourmet dinner just for the grown-ups. The kids were off being kids, roasting marshmallows at a nearby campfire, chowing down on s'mores. Our last ride of the week came way too soon. We'd gather one last time for a farewell barbecue.
Next award goes to Noah. He gets the all-around cowboy award.
Where the kids were each recognized for what they'd done during the week. And the top hands got a prize too. But it's a gift just to experience this place. And wonderful to know that the third generation of this family, branding boots that last night, plan to keep sharing this wonderful ranch for years to come.
It was a gift to us from my family, and we want to pass it on, and it's a lot to learn, it's a lot to take in, but they love it, and that's what we're thinking and heading towards, is the future of Red Rock.
Great news for all who love the West and dream of seeing the Tetons from the back of a horse.